Hey y'all, before I begin to talk about this right here, these messages, I just want to start out by saying how much I really, really, really appreciate y'all and love y'all support. You guys are genuine. Finally, after all this time, I'm beginning to really find my tribe and really run into some real nice, down to earth, caring people with empathy, compassion, common sense. And no, that's not to say y'all perfect, I'm perfect. We're not perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that everything I post you're going to like or agree on it. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate the support and I appreciate y'all feeling where I'm coming from. And just know that when I post anything, especially about my marriage, about Tony, when you hear me say Tony, I don't always want to say my husband. Sometimes I'm going to say Tony. I'm talking about my husband. And some of you guys only seen bits and pieces and you automatically assume and think, because that's the way of the world. We automatically take things seriously when it comes to religious, spirituality, sexual preference, marriage. Those things are sacred and to be taken seriously. And we automatically assume that the person talking about that marriage or that relationship, that they are in a bad space and heartbroken about it or want it to be fixed. And that's not always the case. So I want y'all to just know that. Please keep continuing with the comments, with the advice, with the prayers, with the support. You know what I'm saying? Get in my ass if you see like I'm doing something wrong, in the respectful way, of course. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I post is just the release. This is not a factor. The marriage is over, but in reality, not everyone can leave. He can't leave. I can't leave. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have to. We should be grown enough to understand where we both coming from and accept it. You know what I'm saying? Because we still got to live. I still got 5 grandkids to take care of. So I can't just up and go out of angle just because he get on my nerves, just because I'm not in love with him no more. Or, I see him for who he is and not willing to take a chance on it. Because some of you may feel like, well, maybe God can work it out and you guys can talk about it and get some therapy. And maybe you should do this and maybe you should do that. And maybe he can do this and maybe he understands where you're coming from and it can be fixed. And maybe all that stuff is true. But maybe, just maybe, some people, and I know I am one, ain't no maybe with me. I'm just saying maybe for hypothetical, for other situations that may be going through something like I'm going through. Some women literally are crying and upset and praying and heartbroken while they still living with their husband or wish their husband come back home or act right. You know what I'm saying? Stop mistreating them and cheating on them. I don't give a fuck. I'm saying this as real as I can. And I hope anybody that listens to me that really don't like cussing, at least will take themselves out the way for a minute, because everything ain't about you and everything ain't about me. Sometimes you got to meet people where they are. And I believe in understanding and being straight up front, because I don't want no room for confusion. Me and some of the ladies on TVL Designs Live last night, and she got me together. She wasn't being mean or nothing like that, don't get me wrong. But you hear somebody talk about their story, and you vision it the way you vision it, but you're not getting the understanding of what they trying to show you and tell you. The picture they really trying to paint for you and explain, it's not getting all the way through, but it got all the way through me last night. I get it wholeheartedly now. And I still got my opinions about some things, don't get me wrong, but I really get where she coming from. And what made me really get it is this situation with my husband, okay? My husband is Tony. We've been married since 2017, I think. Shit, I be forgetting sometime. I found out he wasn't shit, and he was a messed up person mentally, emotionally, alcoholic and all that. That's not to say he's a totally bad person. He's not. He do nice things, but at the same time doing nice things, and I appreciate them things. The devil do nice things, okay? So I put this up there because just early today when he get me some stuff, he always like, you don't say thank you, you don't appreciate me. And I always say thank you. And if I don't, it's like 1 or 2 times I don't, but most times I say thank you. It's just a natural thing to do. So when I asked him, as y'all see what this says, and when I say thank you, what he say? Part of my job, no thanks needed. But this is the day in the life with an alcoholic. They flip-flop. Now think about an alcoholic with mental problems. And that person wasn't always like that. But the alcohol can play into the person having a mental problem, a breakdown, emotional problems. Especially if they go get the COVID and they not necessarily healthy anyway. We're both older. Tony is 4 years younger than me, but he looked like he 10 years older than me at least. Yeah, like I said, I appreciate a lot of things he's done for my family and stuff, but that don't take away from the fact of the nasty things he's done, said, and probably will do and trying to do. So I have no interest, y'all. Just know, never. I will watch him have sex with a woman and video it and clap for them. That's just how done I am. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? I got love for him. I don't want no harm to come to him. I won't even watch nobody harm him. But I don't want him like that. That's just real.